我的 son 的 daughter, I don't know how to say no, the girlfriend, then like
我的 son 的 daughter.
no.
Hi, I'm Vanessa.
Hi, I'm Nicole.
Hi, I'm Nick.
Hi, I'm Leah, and this is
ZULA ChickChats.
So today we're going to be talking about when the right time is to meet your partner's parents and vice versa. So let's just establish for you guys now. Are you dating anyone and for how long?
Today's our 7th month actually.
So cute!
I've been together with my boyfriend for like over a year.
6 years.
Wow! Okay, I'm single. So, as you guys know, in Asian cultures, right, meeting a family is very important in a relationship because it kind of like is a next step in that sense. So, for you guys with partners, right, have your partners met your parents? How long did it take to happen? How long were you dating in the process? And also, like, how did it happen? Why that serious thought? Like, suddenly, like,
It was
6
some
years,
time ago, yeah,
True,
quite
true,
a
true.
while back. She met my parents a month into the relationship. Then I met her parents 1 month before the relationship started, when we were still friends.
Yeah.
So when she met my parents, right, we were already together. Then family has like weekly family dinner, right?
Okay.
So I was just like, come on.
And then like surprise,
Yeah.
and your girlfriend.
My parents sort of already knew. I was just like, oh, by the way,
She's coming to eat.
yeah.
Like my friend's gonna join us.
Yeah.
My friend? My
My
girlfriend?
special
Isn't that what we
friend.
say like, oh yeah, my friend.
Yeah, I said friend.
Yeah, I said friend.
Then I just let my parents like
Connect the dots.
Yeah lah, yeah.
I've been dating for like more than a year, but I really don't dare to tell my mom. I remember when I was 12, like P6, I had a crush on this guy at my tuition center. Then like, I don't know how, but I got his number lah. I think Facebook. Then after that, then I make like some stupid excuse to call him like, so what do you think about the science tuition in our tuition center? Then he was like talking to me about it. And then after that, like, I was like, oh yeah, okay. Then my mother's like, oh, who are you? Who's on the phone? I was like, the insert guy's name here. Then she's like, you have to block him on Facebook and you have to delete his number and you can't talk to him. You cannot even talk to him in real life. No, that was like the first time like I had interactions with a boy because like I was from a girls' school, so my first interactions was just like, so like in my brain, right, dating is like bad. You know?
Okay.
Like I talked to my mom about it recently lah, cause I was really dating my boyfriend. So I was like, what if like I'm dating now? Then she's like, oh my god, anyone in mind? Oh no, I'm just asking only. Then she was like, yeah, go ahead lah, you old enough already. If you don't tell me, you're going to do behind my back. Then I was like, that's what I'm doing. Sorry. I'm like trying to slide him in as a friend now lah. Because I bring him to my house. My mother wants like someone who's going to be a doctor or lawyer, right?
So is he?
Of course.
And he's not lah. He's like he retained in poly. And then I'm trying to sell him with personality first. Because like I think like qualifications.
His agent like that lah. Yeah, it's like his agent.
Yeah. Like okay,
Yeah.
he's a nice boy. He might not be that smart, but he's a nice boy.
My parents are also super strict. So whenever I do bring back someone, they will like,
Like the
yeah, you have to like give them a pep talk like, okay, do this, don't do this, don't do this. You know?
Okay,
And
okay.
it makes them so nervous as well, which really sucks. Yeah. My current boyfriend, he's already met my parents, so
How did
introduced
it
him
happen?
about 3 months after we got together.
Okay.
Which is actually pretty soon. I'm really surprised. And my current boyfriend, he looks a bit ugly. My parents are like a bit, you know, they're not very into their look.
Okay.
So the moment he opened his mouth, you know, like, oh my god, so eloquent and all that. So everything went well.
It was so eloquent.
One thing I was afraid of was because back in the day when I was younger, I dated this like muscular guy, and then my dad really hated the guy.
Oh, no.
My boyfriend is like a bit tall
Okay,
and muscular
okay.
as well. So I was afraid like my dad would not like it.
Yeah.
Because you know, like, muscular, why is so big? You know.
That also can.
Because
Stop
they
working
come,
out.
it's a very stereotypical like douchebag look.
Yeah, okay,
So I was a
understand.
bit afraid of that, but you know, after sussing him out, like, oh, he graduated from here, he's doing this now. Like, okay, actually, he's a pretty decent guy.
My ex-boyfriend used to like have piercing at his nose. So it's like, I never tell him to like, oh, go hide your piercing or whatever, because it's like, whatever lah, my mom's gonna see eventually, right? So she saw, but then she never say anything. After that, when they leave, then she like, so nice the piercing. Then I like, I also have one. So have you guys met your partner's parents?
Like in 2012.
Oh my
like
god.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
So I actually met her parents before we were together. Like we were still like really like just friends, like a bit, but then like still friends kind of thing. It was like I was going over to her place to study.
Study.
No, really study. Like really
Study.
like I do project that kind of thing lah. Just had dinner. But she was also like a bit suspicious lah. Like so.
Suspicious.
So you all
Wait.
schoolmates. So you all same class, is it? That kind of thing.
Met his parents, it wasn't like a welcome
Eventful.
party or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Welcome
Uneventful, right?
party. Hi, Vanessa.
Yeah, it was just like because we were just getting something from his place, so we would just go there like, hello auntie, hello uncle, oh, hello, and then go, okay, bye auntie, bye uncle.
我是那个女朋友。
Then after that, like leave already, then they, oh, this one are boys.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Then he was like, oh, actually, you know, that night my mom asked me a lot of questions about you.
Introduced me to his his parents. I thought parents only, since I got extended family there. Oh my god, I was so stressed, and I had to come to work like that day. So I came to work, I was like, guys, I'm wearing a long sleeve and a long skirt, and I'm gonna be like super demure later. And then I went there, I was just like, okay, hello.
I mean, at the end of the day, they want what
What's
they think
best.
is the best
Yeah,
for you.
correct.
Most parents like that era, they will have this stereotype lah, like oh tattoos, like piercing, never study means cannot amount to anything. That kind of mentality, cause that's just what they were brought up.
Yeah,
True.
especially if you're young, right? Then they will look out more for you. But then as you grow older, they'll be a bit more lax about it because they trust that you know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's true. So when do you think is the best time or most optimal time for your partner to meet your parents and you to meet your partner's parents?
To me, the appropriate time for like you to bring your partner to meet your parents is when you actually see like there's a potential for a long-term relationship. Because if you don't, then there's no point where like you show the then after that next week like no more. So there needs to be like a longevity to the relationship.
I guess when y'all both are comfortable with it
Yeah.
and like you can see yourself marrying the person. Like honestly, I won't bring home a guy right that I don't see myself marrying, cause like damn freaking awkward when I break up. My mother will be like, see, that's why you shouldn't date.
But then again, you know, some people, right, bringing the person back it's like it holds like a true significance. But to other people, they just bring back because like
Convenient.
Actually, it's convenient cause like when you introduce your partner to your parents, right, then like they know already, right, then it's easier when you're saying like, I'm going out on a date, I'm going on a date, expect me to be home late, that kind of thing.
it's also like for your parents' peace of mind, I guess.
correct,
Like at least your parents don't.
I think that's more a
young.
girl thing lah. Like
Then again, okay, can I just say some truth?
Go, Vanessa.
Sometimes, I guess, for some people, the reason why they introduce because they want to bring you home on a regular occasion, on a regular basis, but
so it's okay to like you want to sleep over tonight, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
How much does your parents' opinion matter in like your relationship with your partner?
everything.
Whoa!
As a kid, you know, you go through the whole like, oh no, I want to date this person. I don't care what you think. But as you grow older, you realize like, oh shit, you know, they actually want what's best for you.
Yeah.
So, you know, I start listening to them a lot, and at the end of the day, whatever they think of my partner really can make or break the relationship.
No, I feel like it's like sometimes your parents are just being very judgmental. Like it's not only your parents' opinion, but like your friends are also like hinting about the same thing.
Yeah.
Then maybe it's time to like zoom out and then look at relationship, because like I've seen people and like my friends also, they've been like super toxic relationship. Like, can you please like stop and just break up? Like, no, but I love him. Like
what?
No, that's not love, baby. I mean, you have to take their comments and like their opinions with a pinch of salt also lah. Because like as much as they want what's best, sometimes they don't necessarily understand the situation or like your partner properly. Whatever they know of your partner is whatever they portray at that point in time when you meet them.
Yeah.
I think friends' opinions are more important in a sense where they have a lower tendency to be biased.
Yeah.
Because your
Oh,
parents
yeah.
will definitely have some elements
Yeah.
of bias because they are like overly protective, right? But your friends will just call it as it is, right?
Yeah, correct.
Because at the end of the day, they want you to be happy, but they will also call out like anything about your partner.
Like any bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say it's probably about 60% friends' opinion and 40% parents' opinions.
So for you guys, any advice to couples who are meeting their parents for the first time, and like what are some things that they should or shouldn't do? For example, like dressing, the way they speak, blah blah blah.
I think like you mentally prep your partner as to like what are your parents' pet peeves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
That's
that
great.
they don't do it, and then like at least the first impression is okay.
Oh my god, my mother is the pet peeve is like if you don't say hello auntie to her. Right,
Oh my god, my
she
mother
gets so
also.
angry. Before we walk in the door, I was like, please say hello to my mother.
Why would you not say hello to her?
No, like as in I just say it as a precaution because
Oh.
I have friends who come in and like
They don't say
they
it.
just
Maybe
like
they're awkward
smile.
lah,
They
they're
awkward, then
awkward,
they
they're
smile,
awkward.
but then like I know that I was just
Yeah,
you
they're
know?
awkward lah.
Like I'll mentally prep my friends
Yeah.
when they come to my house.
Yeah.
And then when I go to my friend's house, I will search for the parents.
Yeah,
and
same,
then
same,
say,
same,
hi
same.
auntie.
Yeah.
First to make my presence known.
Take it as a first date, lor. Like how you met or how you went on your first date with whoever you're dating.
But that being said, right, don't put on a facade.
Yeah.
So be yourself.
So today we talked about when is the right time to meet our partner's parents, and we've all decided that we can just meet them anytime, but just make sure you're prepared.
So if you guys have any stories about meeting your partner's parents or any opinions, please feel free to leave in the comments and let us know what else to talk about next time.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.